Welcome back, Degenerates. Today I'm showing off my Invicta Pro Diver. This one is reference number 7041. It's similar to the 3044 with the outline of an Omega Seamaster, but with a dial layout that's more like a Seiko Monster. I'm going to go ahead and nickname this thing the Invicta Sea Monster. Feel free to make that a thing. You heard it here first. The combination of styles really works. The sleeked, scalloped edges on the bezel with the more straightforward indices complement each other well and offers the best of both worlds in a logical way. It's got some of that James Bond razzle-dazzle, but a little bit of that starving engineering major look going for it, and it's quite appealing. Out of all the pro divers I've seen, this is the first one I really like because it doesn't look like a Submariner. If you're like me, then you probably took one look at it and thought to yourself, man, that's clean as fuck. And that would be because you are a man of culture. A commenter had mentioned that the hands look like a Phillips head driver. They're right, and I absolutely love that. If we are to assume that this watch is an excellent working man's watch, then the fact that the hands look like a working man's tool is a fun little Easter egg. The bezel is what I live for in regards to watches. Let's get the clicky ASMR out of the way because I know that's what all you degenerates want to hear. I was genuinely surprised at how nice the bezel functioned. I was expecting this style of bezel to be hard to grip and the action to be sluggish and labored, but in reality, neither was the case. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that this is the best bezel action in the world, but it's a good bezel, and more than enough. The aluminum insert is irresistibly nice in a way that only watch addicts can appreciate. It reflects light in a way that makes you want to take a wrist shot even as you're driving over the speed limit into oncoming traffic.
Good luck, everybody else!
Off topic, but you notice how the lighting is always so perfect whenever you're driving? Anyways, aluminum bezel inserts are great. They're so cheap, but sometimes cheap is good. I'm not going to try and explain the logic behind this. It's the same reasoning why I love the stamp steel clasp and all of its jangly goodness. It's kind of like getting Chinatown stir fry at 3 a.m., you know? It's so good in a way only cheap things can be. Sometimes things are more enjoyable because they're affordable. But that doesn't take away from the feeling of quality. My litmus test for any watch is crown action, and this Pro Diver passes easily. It's smooth, deliberate, and I've got no complaints with it. I do have some complaints with the lume, but it's negligible. Just like with most other Invicta watches, the lume application is weak and short-lived. It doesn't ruin the experience for me. One of the many benefits of an inexpensive watch is that my tolerance levels are much more forgiving. Something that you guys might have an issue with is the diver's classification. The legendary Great Santini pointed out that any watch with divers on the dial has to be ISO certified. And he's absolutely right. With that said, I highly doubt this model has gone through the certification process. It's all speculation, and I neither care or desire to find out if it's true. I have no reason to believe that Invicta would lie about this, but I also wouldn't trust them to babysit a dead puppy, so take that for what it's worth. I really like this watch. I enjoy everything about it. The wearing experience, the design, the way it reflects light, the squeaky noises that it makes, the price, everything. It's the kind of watch I can enjoy and not be worried about it at the same time. When you look at a watch as a tool, a worry-free, enjoyable experience means the designers did their jobs correctly. It's a cheap watch that isn't cheaply made, and it's hard to beat that combination. My only dilemma is that my glowing review of this watch will be its downfall for many people. Some of you may watch this and then put the Pro Diver on a pedestal, expecting it to be some kind of life-changing specimen of horology. It's not. It's a watch that does watch things well and looks good doing so. Nothing more, nothing less. Kind of like any other watch, but at a price pretty much anyone can stomach. And as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty fucking cool. That's all I got for now. Stay classy. I sure as hell won't.